Greetings. Welcome to week 10. This week we're going to wrestle with a key question in international relations. And the question is the world a safer place since the creation and the use in 1945, August 6th and 9th, of nuclear weapons? Since August of 1945, 7 other countries have tested a nuclear weapon outside of the United States. The Soviet Union, Great Britain, France, China, India, Pakistan, and North Korea. In that time, there has been no great power war, although countries like India and Pakistan have rivalries and have fought wars for years. But since the two countries developed nuclear weapons, they have not fought. They've come close, but they have not fought a protracted war. The Soviet Union and the United States, both were armed to the teeth with nuclear weapons, but they never fought each other. So in the past 70 years, there has been a peace between great powers that was unprecedented for the centuries before. And so the question then becomes, is it because of nuclear weapons? Some argue yes. The cost of war becomes too costly in the atomic age, and so rational states will not fight other nuclear-powered states because there's no way to win, and the costs are much too high. So the advent of nuclear weapons is a positive thing. It's made the world more secure, the international system more stable. Of course, there's another side to the argument, and I'll let you think about what is the other side of the argument. Why, since 1945, has there been no great power war in the international system? Is it because of nuclear weapons? Is it not? This isn't just an academic exercise, because right now we have a controversy. We have controversies about nuclear weapons and about the drive to test nuclear weapons, the drive to create nuclear weapons, and the drive just to create nuclear technology for civilian purposes. And the two case studies that we're going to look at this week, the first is North Korea, and our situation brief is going to be on North Korea. Yesterday in the Washington Post, it was reported South Korea believes that the North is about to test another nuclear device. Now, that is from the Washington Post, reportedly from the intelligence agencies of South Korea. At the same time, the North Koreans are in the process of preparing for a launch of a long-range missile. And so you have those two things, possible testing of a nuclear weapon and the testing of a long-range missile. Those two things combined, very dangerous, very destabilizing for the Korean Peninsula and for all of Asia, really. So North Korea is our situation brief. It also is important because there's been a leadership change in the past months, and so the new leader, who's in his late 20s, has to solidify his rule within North Korea and then his influence in the international system. How does he do that? So it's a little bit of an unstable time on the Korean Peninsula, and we'll take a closer look at it this week. Of course, the other situation is Iran, which we've been dealing with all semester. And the question that we're going to ask this week, and the second fundamental question for the week, is this: why will deterrence not work with Iran? Why is Iran different than North Korea? Or why is Iran different than Pakistan or India? Why is Iran different than the Soviet Union? If all of those countries, why is Iran different than the United States? If all of those countries can have nuclear weapons, and there hasn't been any nuclear war, or there hasn't since the end of World War II been any nuclear strike, what makes Iran so threatening? And why won't deterrence, which has seemed to work in the rest of the international system, work in the Middle East and work with Iran? So, our content study is on nuclear proliferation, and the question we're asking is the world a safer place since the creation of nuclear weapons? 2, situation brief is North Korea. 3, we're going to be looking at Iran and asking the question, is deterrence a possible solution to the crisis in the Middle East over Iranian nuclear weapons. 4, you are going to have your test, your third geography test on Monday. That will be North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. There are 16 countries. They're listed on your webpage. So that's it for the week. I will be at Big 4, so the daily notes, it's very difficult to get things done during the tournament, and so your daily notes will be sporadic at best. But you have your work, you have your plan for the week. Good luck, have a good week, and I will talk to you when I return from Big 4. Take care.